Yeah, I was on Dublin bus and there was a lady. Well, what would you do, right? If you're on the bus and a pregnant lady comes on and you're sitting down, there's no other seats. You know, what would you do, Damo?
I'd stand up.
You'd stand up, 18?
I'd stand up, but be careful, because unless you can see that dilated cervix and that little baby waving out at you as she's coming out, sometimes women are not pregnant. You know,
Funny you should say that.
Funny you should say
that. Guess what?
Thanks for ruining the punchline to the
Guess
whole
what Eddie
story.
You can edit that out.
No, let's not. No, what happened was, right, so she came on. She was holding her back, like that pregnant woman thingy.
Yeah.
That they do, no offense to any pregnant, but you know they often hold their back because
Yes,
the distribution of
Yeah,
weight.
they've got another human being in their guts.
I'm sure it's not easy, but so she came on.
So compassionate.
I'm sure childbirth, it might be difficult. I don't know.
All right, so she came on the bus and I was like, "Oh, please take my seat." She was like, "Nah, it's grand." I got up. I was like, "No, please." She sat down. And then she opened up her bag and took a can of cider, of Druid
my God, that's
cider
hilarious.
out. I started drinking. And I was like, as you said, Aideen, I got duped. She wasn't pregnant at all. She was just fucking
a big
alcoholic with a bad back.
Yeah. Well, actually, you get a swollen liver when you drink too much, and especially if you're chronic alcoholic, which means long term over a sustained period of time. And a lot of the people have that pot belly. Yeah, so
Big
she
swollen
was
liver, yeah.
But you still should have given her the seat because she is incapacitated.
And
so
it's
I think you did the right thing.
Bad back as well.
Yeah, I was a bit run down too. Like I had a sniffly nose.
It's hard,
it was
though.
a half-hour ride, standing up. I was like, part of me was thinking, can I go back now and tell her, like, hey, look, I'm sorry, but I thought you were pregnant,
Yeah.
actually. That's why I gave you the seat. But clearly you're not. So,
And even if you are, you're a bad pregnant woman, so you don't deserve the seat anyway. Give me that can.
Yeah, that's not just apple juice.
No.
I'll let you know.
But it's a hard call. Like, you see somebody on the train or the bus and you know maybe I should give that person a seat. But you can't just go on how old you think they are. You have to go on how old do they think that you think they are. So if it's like somebody like my mom who's nearly 70, but she thinks she's really glamorous and she won't pay the OEP fare because she wants people to think she's young, don't give her a seat even though she's 70 because she doesn't want, no, I'm not old. You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of maths involved, isn't there?
I'll get up for like a 35-year-old just to give her a nag, you know, just make her, like, hey, you're getting on, take my seat. How you doing?
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
I can be a toy boy if you want.
Yeah. I can have that. Do you want this hemorrhoid cushion?
Love cougars.
Yeah.
That's
Calling
an
people
hemorrhoid.
cougars when they're not cougars is a very good neg because you're
Yeah.
complimenting them, but you're also
Bit of a dig.
Bit of a dig. Yeah.
Bit of a dig. I like that. Like you give a in Ireland, you can't give a compliment without an insult.
Yeah. We're natural neggers.
Yeah,
So
it's
true.
great.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like-
the land
It's a
of neg.
fine line there.
It is. It's
Yeah.
like you look
We're
great for
natural
now.
neggers. I was like, ooh, glad she pronounced that correctly.
Natural neggers.
Negative.
Yes.
Negative. It's
Yeah.
like, you look great for an owl bollocks. You know,
Yeah.
it has to be. You
Yeah.
can't just give a compliment. It has to be a.
Yeah.
I love how
remember-
direct your neg is. You know?
Yeah, well, like when I first, because if someone would compliment me on whatever, like nice beard for a bleeding homeless person or something, whatever, I've
Yeah.
had things like that before. Like you can't get a compliment without that was really funny for a prick. You know,
Yeah.
there's always something. So I was like, okay, when I first moved, I was like, so this is the custom. You know, this
Yeah,
is what
it
you
is.
do.
Yeah,
So,
I
but
remember-
I went way too harsh too soon. I was like, you're beautiful. But what the rest of your body? What the hell happened there? You know, like
Yeah.
you got to balance it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, it's
remember-
a bigger thing in Dublin than it is in other. Like in Galway, people are more friendly and
They are
kind of
so
easygoing.
friendly, yeah.
Than in Dublin, yeah, it's like you get the compliment and then you get a smack after. It has to be that way. But in Galway, people will be like, "You're looking well. I hope your soul is full of joy today." And then they're on their way, floating away. You're like, "This place is magic."
And then they
you
yell
go
out, for a prick! Sorry, I'm from Dublin. It just came out.
I remember
Sorry about that.
I did this photo shoot or something. I was taking photos of my ex-boyfriend who's a comedian years ago. And they looked
Ooh,
really
do
good.
tell. Join our Patreon and we'll tell you who it is.
Listen, there's been more clowns on me than the trampolines in the circus. Like you couldn't.
Honking their nose.
And he looked really well. And I said to him, God, you look like a model. It just came out. And then I froze and they just went, a model Egypt. And he kept slagging me about that.
The model Egypt.
The model Egypt. He didn't even know what the word Egypt was. He was American. He's like,
Well, that narrowed it down a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
down to
Yeah.
like there's about 15 people it could be on.
Okay, so I'll go now. I'll leave you. And all you both.
Is this going to be a needlesy facial?
No, it's just, it is. Yeah. Yes. It's called
Which
Profilo.
areas?
So you get Profilo. So they put, it's moisturizer they inject into your face though.
Oh, that's
I'll
nice.
call back afterwards and you can like rate me out of 10
We
but
can
now
put-
and rate me out of 10 afterwards. And then
Yeah.
you both say, you look great for a fucking cunt. And, but these are things you have to do. I'm 39. I'm clinging onto my youth. I've got 2 fuckable years left. I can extend it out to 3 if I
Cling
keep
on.
doing this.
And if it gets sad and you can go on Britain's Got Talent, just
I
like,
can't.
I'm 39 and a half. And then the violin playing in the background.
Yeah.
When injections go wrong,
Yeah.
Her eyeball is now under her mouth.
Yeah.
listen to her jokes.
I can understand you.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting like I think people like getting a pair of tits on my back. What do you think about that? Would you like that now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
It'd be great for hugs.
Doing it, yeah, for hugs.
Oh, yeah.
And then for like doing a doggy style, because the man could just like be there. Like it's amazing.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
If you're doing a doggy style and you close your eyes, feels like you're in a threesome.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to up my game because I'm 39. I have to offer loads more.
All those clowns will be honking their nose, and your back boobs, and then front boobs. There'll be honks everywhere in the trampoline.
What other organs can you attach to your body?
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe a bum on my stomach.
Well, that'd be good.
good.
Oh, and then you get all those seats on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, wow, she's got a great ass, or is she pregnant? Tony, stand up.
Because people don't, it's weird because breasts are attractive, but if I had a breast here, like a perfect boob, everyone would be like sick in their stomach,
But it's common enough for people to have third nipples.
Yeah, it is very common.
I was seeing a girl with a third nipple. I liked
Was it a surprise?
It was a surprise at first, but then I was like, where is that little baby?
Okay, that is gross.
Yeah. I
It was
had
next to her belly button as well.
I had a friend
Next to her belly.
who had 2
It was on her
here.
back.
She had 2 down below her actual boobs, and we used to call them her doggy tits.
For real, dog.
And then she, as soon as she got a job, she went to get like her moles removed. We were like, "You're getting your nipples removed."
Oh,
we
that's
know.
terrible. Leave them on so then when you have kids, you can like lie down and feed them. You know, like lie down in the hay back in Kilkenny. Lie down in the hay, feed the kids.
Okay, guys, I better go. I'm going to tell the beautician Agnieszka everything that you were just talking about right now. She's going to hate it.
Dude.
Thanks so much.
Let's say for Aideen McQueen.
Aideen McQueen.